What is going on, you guys? Today, I wanted to go over a few tips that I think could help anyone, whether it be your first job or maybe your second job. By your third job, you probably won't have too much of a problem getting a job, but your first one especially can be quite a challenge to get as a developer, especially if you don't have a college degree. The first thing that I would say is to really utilize LinkedIn. I know LinkedIn can be so cringe. Things that people post on LinkedIn just make you want to like rip your eyeballs out and your ears, just like put them on the freaking walls and just throw them away. But like, as bad as it is on LinkedIn, it's just kind of a necessary evil, unfortunately. You don't have to be that dude that posts the most cringe stuff, but like, you need to be on it. You need to make your presence known if you want an advantage, at least. If you don't want to use LinkedIn, then you're just gonna kind of be stepping on yourself if you do that. If you're okay with using LinkedIn to some level, then I would just recommend making friends with a lot of people in the industry. You don't have to be like great friends with them, but make some form of connection. Post some things, like demonstrate your knowledge a bit as much as you can. Post tips or industry news that is interesting to you. Those are the big ones. Second one, build projects. Project-based learning, for one, is a great way to learn, but also projects are the best way to demonstrate your knowledge, in my opinion. If you build stuff with, for one, kind of up-to-date technology, so like you wouldn't go and build something with jQuery in 2023, probably at least, but you would go and build something with maybe TypeScript and React or Next.js and Tailwind, for example, just up-to-date technologies that would be helpful, that places might be looking for, something that's in demand. But really dope projects are the way to get noticed. I mean, that's how I got my job, honestly, is just I was able to demonstrate my project and walk my now employer through it in the interview. You won't always get that opportunity, but that's a great way to demonstrate it. If you don't want to do the whiteboard thing, if you're lucky enough to not have to do whiteboarding in your interview, then great way to do it. And with projects, you want to make sure that every time you do a project, you're doing like 10% more than you did the last time. So like 10% harder, some new technology in the new project that you're doing. It doesn't have to be some groundbreaking app. Like there's this advice that people give out where, and it's not really wrong. It's just, I don't think you need to narrow yourself down to only doing it this way, where you can only make like real world apps and real world like business case applications. I don't think that's necessarily a rule, in my opinion. Well, I have done it once, but most of the stuff that I've made have been like kind of social apps or something that I've found useful or cool. Anything. It's not like it, more than likely you're not going to be making money on it, so it doesn't matter what it's about. If it helps a business, that's a plus, I guess. But really, like whatever your brain can think of, as long as it's using the technologies, it doesn't matter what you make. The whole point of a personal project is, for one, to benefit yourself because you'll learn, but also just to demonstrate your knowledge. And whether it's a weather app, don't do a weather. I mean, you can do a weather app, but they're so boring. Do something a little more unique than a weather app. Not really. I mean, it's fine if you do a weather app, but you don't have to do some kind of business thing. That's what I mean. 3, make friends with recruiters. Recruiters are your best friend in this industry, especially if you're just, I mean, no matter what, they're your best friend. And if you make friends with them, then they'll reach out to you when they have an opportunity, and you can always reach out to recruiters and ask them if they have an opportunity. But yeah, once you are on their phone book and they have something new, if you're someone that stands out in any way, if they know that you're a competent developer of some sort, they'll reach out to you 100%. And you'll find that the more recruiters you make friends with, you'll just get bombarded with emails and texts and calls, especially in like hiring seasons like January. Really handy. You know, it's not always going to lead to something, but you have more opportunities. I got another personal thing. I got my job from a recruiter. Shout out Candace. But yeah, that's about it for this one. Watch my other videos if you liked it. Peace.